moment. She's here with us. But first, let's have a look at the new one. Now, this is 9, isn't it?
Yes.
Try and Retribution 9. Let's have a look at it here. I just want to know where my husband is. I'm just hoping and praying that he'll come back alive.
You've been accused by Mrs. Harrington of not taking enough action.
This is not true. Once our major investigation team had reviewed all the circumstances around the disappearance of Mr. Harrington, we very quickly launched a full inquiry. Now, my team and I are doing everything within our powers to support Mrs. Harrington and to reunite her with her husband.
Well, Lynda Plant is here now, and you may have recognised the little face there. Young Penny Smith, what's she doing in your drama?
Well, I like to get it as real as possible, and I think she just adds so much by being in that sequence.
Right, so she's playing sort of herself, in a sense, a television presenter.
Yes.
Scrutinising the investigation the team are doing. Now, I can't believe we're on 9. I mean, it's been such a success, hasn't it? It's amazing. Tell us about this one, then. What's the premise of this?
This is... a lot of the press have picked up on it, that it is much softer La Plante project. But it isn't. It actually does grip your heart because it is about missing people, and particularly in this instance, a missing husband. And, you know, to report somebody missing a child is immediately activates a police action, whereas a little known risk is an adult, well-adjusted, on holiday. Did he go by his own means, and it's the love of his wife. It's about love, this trial and retribution, and how it affects the police. Because
where did you get your ideas from? Is it scouring the newspapers and thinking behind the headlines? Where do they come from?
Exactly that. And then I'll be interviewing somebody for something else, and I'll meet a woman whose daughter was missing 5 years ago and waits every day, day in, day out for something. And, you know, the police inquiry is stopped. They don't know where she went. Did she choose to go? So many missing girls, particularly more than boys, suddenly turn up. So the police have a very, very difficult area to wade through. And in this, it does get into very dark areas.
Gosh, which often
that's on night 2.
That's on night 2. Right, so we're softened up with the first one, and then you come in with the punch. Now, you say the press picked up on it being slightly softer. Is this because you're now a mum? Because you adopted a little bit, was it 18 months ago?
No, he's 2.5 now.
2.5, gosh, that's gone quickly.
At nursery school.
Wow, wow.
I actually would like to say yes, it is. Yeah. Because I've softened up. But it isn't really. I was fascinated by the different levels of police procedure for a missing person. I mean, my God, if my little boy, anything was happened to him, you know, become a lioness. But it is so frustrating. And when you realize there are so many, there's not hundreds, there's thousands missing every year. And they hone in to hotspots in London, around like Covent Garden. It's very funny. When we were filming in Covent Garden, we were doing Romeo and Juliet ballet, and we had a lot of extras, but we're filming at night, and I think one of the makeup people went over to this tramp, and she thought he was one of ours, and she said, "Could I just sweating you down a bit?"
Oh dear!
Oh my
goodness!
So we had a lot of action coming from the dossers and the drunks there.
Oh, brilliant. Well, look, I'm sure it'll be a huge success. They always are. We'll be gripped.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you this morning. We're talking about adoption now, actually, because if you've ever thought about becoming an adoptive parent but weren't sure if you'd fit the bill, today is the start of National Adoption Week, and all this week we're going to be dispelling the myths surrounding who can and can't adopt. Jackie Brambles is live at the BT Tower, where we set up a dedicated foam room. Jackie, what's happening there this morning?
Hi, good morning, Kate. As you said, this is day 1. It's the launch of National Adoption Week, and as you can see, we have an army of adoption experts ready to take your calls on 0207 580 5005. They can answer some questions for you, take your details, send you out an information pack if it's something you might be interested in. There are currently 4,000 children in the UK who are ready, willing and would dearly love to be adopted right now. You might be surprised just how eligible you are. In fact, there's new legislation coming out next month that's really going to broaden the eligibility of who can and can't adopt. GMTV's own presenter Michael Underwood is adopted, and he set out to dispel some of the myths.